Kate here. I am so glad to have you popping into my channel to do some Pilates. Today I have a lovely Pilates class that is all about toning our lower body, really turning on that spot where our thigh and our glute connect. I call it our thut, our thigh butt. You will feel it throughout this class. Of course, as always, we'll be engaging our low belly muscles. There are lots of options for whatever level you happen to be at today, so I certainly hope you enjoy the class. Okay, so we are going to start at the very back of our mat. So come on to standing, take your feet about hip distance apart, maybe bring your hands to your hips just for a moment so you can know what's going on down there. Ideally, we want to start to zip everything up and to feel nice and tall just like we usually would. Let those shoulders slide up to your ears as you take a big inhale. Exhale, soften them down the back. Again, inhale, roll them up, lifting. Exhale, bring them down. One more time, take them up. Exhale down and pause. Draw the ribs in. Find a little bit of more length through the back of your spine while you just gently cinch the waist. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, dip the chin to the chest, bend the knees, and reach your fingertips down, down, down to the ground while we let our head hang forward. Go only so far as what feels good to your body. You do not have to match the depth to which I just rolled down. When you're ready, start to restack the spine. Did those shoulders slide up to your ears, or are they still down the back? Hopefully they are. Stand tall, stand straight, big inhale, exhale, chin to chest, bend the knees, fingertips reaching long, top of the head growing longer and heavier all the way down to the ground. Bend the knees, roll yourself all the way right back up to standing. Very last time, and then we'll stay in that lovely little forward fold. Once you arrive in your forward fold, give yourself a moment. Maybe grab your elbows, you can nod the head, sway it side to side, take a little ragdoll, and then eventually do bend the knees enough that we can all touch the floor if you haven't already. And from here, I just want you to crawl all the way out to a great big plank pose. Now, once you arrive in that plank pose, let's stay for a moment, and I want you to imagine that you are standing upright just like we did a moment ago. Think of toning the inner thighs towards one another. Think of reaching the heels down to the ground, pulling the belly button up and in, cinching the waist, and imagine two little strings on the side of your shoulder blades, gently pulling across from one side to the other, opening up the front of your chest. If we need to drop down, go right ahead, but otherwise, could we hold here for another breath, another count? Give yourself 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Set the knees down, maybe sink back into a child's pose. Give yourself a little moment here to stretch, and then we're going to guide ourselves up to our hands and our knees. Now from here, find that nice sturdy tabletop. Remember, we can always fold our mat over to give ourselves some extra padding if we need it, but otherwise, take a moment here. Let's open our hands ever so slightly wider than our shoulders, and take your left foot out behind you. Now this is a place where often we kind of dump forward and let that tushy kind of hang on back, but we want to zip everything else up just like we did before. Belly button pulls in. My low back is as long and flat as it can possibly be. Press down into both palms so much. I want you to think about that spot where your thigh and your glute connect. As I affectionately refer to it, our thut. Tone that thut so much you must float your foot out and away. Now from here, point the toe. Pretend like I am pulling your ankle towards the wall behind you while you are reaching your head towards the wall in front of you. As much as you can, see if you can keep your gaze down to the ground. I know you want to look up at me, but right now I want that spine so long and straight. It should once more feel like the majority of your body is just standing up like we were just a moment ago. From here, take a great big inhale. Exhale, pull your belly button up and in. One more breath. And then set that leg on the ground. Give yourself a wiggle if you need to, but eventually we're going to take our opposite leg out. Feel what changed from one side to the other. Do you feel like your weight really shifted over to one side? Hopefully not. Start to tone that belly, broaden your shoulders. Again, I am pulling the top of your head forward. You are reaching the back of your heel down, and then squeeze your thut so much you have to lift your foot up and away, and then point the toe. Again, we are finding so much length, so much space from the tip of your lifted toe through your entire body, out the top of your head. Take a great big breath. Big sigh out. Tone that stomach as you do. One more inhale. And then drop that leg down. Now immediately let's lift our opposite leg all the way up, pointing that toe. From here, can you send your right hand out in front of you? Now do you see, you can have two options here. We can keep our fingertips touching, kind of like a little Spider-Man sort of grip, or you can make a little blade and lightly touch the pinky side of your hand down to the ground. That's going to be a little bit harder for our balance, so your choice where you take that hand. But otherwise, ever so lightly press into the ground, just enough that we can really tone and lengthen through the middle of our body. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, can you squeeze your thigh, tone the stomach, and float your right hand up? Now again, if we had our palm down to the ground and your palm is still facing the earth, that is perfectly fine. If you've got that blade and it's facing in towards the midline of your body, that is great too. From here, take a great big inhale, big breath out. And then 5 times, I want you to inhale, touch your right hand down to the ground. Exhale, float it up, squeeze the thigh as you do. Inhale, touch it right back down. Exhale, lengthen through the spine, tone the stomach, lift. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, lift it right back up. 2 more, inhale down. Exhale up. Last one, all the way down. Exhale, lift it up and stay. If we need to set our hand on the ground to give us support, that is wonderful. If we could keep it lifted here, hold and see if you can balance. And then 5 times, can we inhale, touch our foot to the ground. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, touch your foot to the ground. Exhale, squeeze and lift. 3 more. Now every time you drop and lift that foot, can you imagine lengthening your leg more? Can you think of reaching out further through the front of that hip? Last one, inhale down, exhale, lift and stay. Take a great big breath. Set your right hand onto the earth. Find that lovely support between both sides. Reach that foot further and further away. And guess what we're going to do, my friends? Tiny circles from here. Keep your hips as still as possible, no hula dancing, and then can we circle here for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, stay, grow long. I'm pulling those ears out, you're reaching your toe away, reverse your circles, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, pause, reach long. Let's repeat it again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. Every time you exhale and pause, squeeze that thigh, tone the belly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, reach that foot so long, pull that belly button up and in, broaden your shoulders, take a great big breath. Drop the foot down to the ground, sink back, give yourself a little stretch, a little wiggle, and then when you're ready, rise back up, send your opposite foot up and away. Now what feels different from this side? What do you need to focus on? Is it pressing down evenly through both arms, keeping your chest so long and straight? Is it keeping the length in your back, not letting your tummy dump forward, not letting that tushy kind of pop out? Just as we did on our first side, take your opposite hand out. Now if that's just too much for us on this side, maybe some shoulder things are going on, we can skip this part and you can just hold here, activating your muscles. That is always a wonderful option, but otherwise, either that little Spider-Man or our blade, belly button pulls up and in, take a big inhale, exhale, float the hand up, inhale, bring it right back down, exhale, float it up, inhale, right back down, 3 more, exhale, lift, inhale, lower, exhale, lift, inhale, lower, last one, lift and stay. Can you hold it here? You have that option to bring it down a little sooner, but let's use our back leg now. Inhale, drop it down, exhale, tone and lift, inhale, bring it down, exhale, tone and lift, And if you need to make the movement a little bit smaller so you can stabilize, so you can feel strong, you can feel secure in your body, that is absolutely fine. 2 more, inhale down, exhale, lift. Last one, inhale down, exhale, lift, stay. Press deeply into the mat with that arm. Find so much length, and then set your hand down. Reestablish any balance. If we kind of moved or wiggle, it's always okay. We're humans. You're never going to be perfectly still. From here, reach that toe towards the wall behind us. It's our tiny circle time for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Tone that belly. Squeeze the butt. Let's go again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Take a great big breath. Find all that length through your spine. 1 more big inhale. Set the leg down. Sink yourself back. Reach as long and straight as you possibly can through that spine. And we're going to come back up to those knees. We are not done, my friends. Find that lovely tabletop position. Extend your left foot back. Zip up through your body. Float that foot up and point the toe. Now from here, I want you to roll the shoulders, take your gaze lightly up, and lift your heel up behind you. Now I could really dump forward. That's not about that. I'm keeping length through my spine. I'm imagining someone is pulling my ears away, pulling my toe away, and I'm finding just a small little spinal extension, a small back bend. Take a big inhale. Exhale, tone the stomach, bring everything back to center. Inhale, roll, lift the shoulders, lift your heel, take a big inhale. Exhale, pull it back. 2 more, roll and lift. Exhale, return. Now last one, find that small spinal extension and stay. It shouldn't be too big. It's not about lifting that leg up as high as you can. It's reaching that toe further away. It's finding just a bit of length through our spine. Now from here, I want you to tone that spot where your thigh and your glute connect so much. Squeeze it just a little bit. Pull that belly button up and in. And can we pulse our heel up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Tone that spot where your thigh and your glute connect. Tone that belly and pulse it up again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 1 more time. Pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Pulse it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Now we're going to do those tiny circles again, but we're going to go a little bit faster. And you can always make it smaller if you need to, or you could go slower too if you feel like your hips are going out of whack, as we find that those little circles right here. But let's go ahead and go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale. Exhale, bring everything back into that great big long line. Set your knee down. Sink on back. Find that length. And then rise back up. Guess what? Time to do it on our other side. Extend your foot out and away. Now we're starting with those lovely little spinal extension rolls. It's almost like we're doing a cobra, a swan on our hands and knees rather than on the front of our body. Inhale, roll and lift. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, open and expand. Exhale, tone the stomach as you return. 2 more. Inhale, open, lift. Exhale. Oh, I'm engaging those abdominal muscles to return. Last one, lift and hold. Oh, it's time for our tiny pulses. Every time you pulse that heel up, every time you lift a little higher, I want you to squeeze that thigh harder. I want you to exhale as you do that. So let's go ahead and go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Tone that stomach. Press down into the mat with both palms. Find that length side to side. We still have spinal extension here as we find our quicker little circles. Let's do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale. Exhale. Bring everything into alignment. Set your knee down. Sink back into that great big child's pose. And then let's bring ourselves up to a nice tall seat. Find just a nice easy seat. If you would rather sit in any other way, that's perfectly fine. Belly button pulls up and in. Big inhale, take your hands high. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, both hands up high. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, both hands high. Exhale, flip the palms, bring them down. Now we are going to lie on our side. So let's come to a side lying position. Doesn't matter which side you lie on. We'll do both. I'm lying on my right side, so my left leg is lifted, if you find that helpful to know. But I want you to open your palm up just like we did in our tabletop and press deeply into the earth with that palm. Think of finding space from elbow to shoulder and then shoulder to opposite shoulder. You have a couple of options with our second hand. You can either bring it to the ground as almost a little kickstand, but know that sometimes we have a habit of sinking in when we do that. It's always optional there though. You could bring it to your hip if that helps, or if you want to take it up to the sky so you can make sure those shoulders stay open the entire time, that is wonderful too. Either way though, I want shoulders stacked over shoulders, hips stacked over hips. I've got a little bend in my knee. If you want to take them straight, you can. That's going to make it a little bit more challenging. But for right now, mine are bent, and I want you to start to think about your side belly. Now, this is an easy place for us to relax, like we're lounging about and watching TV, but we are not. We are doing Pilates. Press down into the whole side of your arm and lift up through that side belly. Broaden from side to side, in those shoulders, and tone the stomach. It's like you're cinching the waist in. Again, hand can be here or up to the sky. Take a great big breath. Exhale, I want you to float your leg up. I did not move in the knee at all. We're not extending it yet. All I'm doing is dropping my whole leg. Exhale, lifting my whole leg. Your foot can be pointed, flexed, whatever feels better in your body. But inhale, bring it down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, down. Exhale, think of toning the stomach as you lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last one, drop it down. Lift it up and stay. Now from here, keep your thigh exactly where it is. Maybe even bring your hand to your hip if it's not there already to give yourself some information. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend. I want you to bend that knee so much it's like you're trying to bring your heel up towards your glute. Inhale, straighten, reach that leg away. Exhale, pull it in, cinch the waist as you do. Inhale, out and away. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, out and away. Exhale, pull it in. Last one, out and away and stay. Have you lost any of that side belly engagement? Have you let yourself sink down? It is not about how high my leg is lifted, but I am finding all of that abdominal engagement right here. Take a great big inhale. Big breath out, tone the stomach. Guess what time it is? Tiny circle time. We're going to do the slower variation right now. So go ahead and go around for 5. Pause, exhale. 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold and reverse, down and around. 5, pause. 4, 3, 2, last one. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. 5, smile, you love it. 3, 2, 1. Take a great big breath. Pull that side belly in and relax. Give yourself a little wiggle. Let's shift on over to our second side. And now, just as we did on our first side, It is about pressing down through the whole of that arm, not letting yourself begin to lounge about. We're pressing down, we're finding space from elbow to shoulder, shoulder to opposite shoulder. Find your hand either on your hip or up to the sky. Think of toning those inner thighs in, pulling your belly button up and in. Take a great big breath. Exhale, float your leg up. Inhale, drop it down. Now what often happens as we lift and lower that leg right here, when we lift, we have a habit of letting ourselves collapse down. I want you to actively press into the mat with that arm to find that low belly engagement, that support, so you don't collapse down. Lift and lower. Let's do 3 more. And 2. Last one, and hold. Now inhale, straighten, exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten, exhale, bend. 3 more, straighten, exhale, bend. 2 more, you got it. Last one, straighten, stay. Find that low belly engagement, draw your ribs in, take a full inhale. And it's those slow, tiny circles around for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Reverse. Squeeze your thoughts. Reach that toe further away. 3 more. 2, 1. Hold. And go. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Reach your fingertips out and away. Reach that toe farther and farther. Tone that stomach in. Put a smile on your face. It feels so good. Take 1 more breath. And relax. Beautiful, my friends. All right, we are going to lie on our back from here. So go ahead and come on down. And just simply lie on the back of your body. Walk your feet in. Now, we don't want to forget about the back of our body at all. I want you to press down into the mat with both feet. If you had a ball or a block, imagine squeezing that ball and block. We can't collapse our knees in. They stay in line with one another, but our inner thighs are engaging towards each other. Find all that length through your spine. Take a great big breath. Exhale, tone the stomach. Inhale, float your fingertips up. Exhale, curl and lift. Now from here, think about that spot where your thigh and your glute connect and almost try to engage it here. I know it's a little bit harder to do in this position, but we want to keep our hamstrings working for us. Take a full breath. Big sigh out. Another big inhale. Exhale, float 1 foot up. Keep it there. You can keep the left foot on the floor or you can bring it up. We're going to do this twice. So you could always keep 1 foot down and then repeat on the second side with the other one up. Or we're going to keep both feet up the whole time. Now wherever you are, all I want you to do is inhale, lift, exhale, press down. Inhale, lift, exhale, press down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, down and stay. Curl a little bit more, lift that head up, tone that stomach in. Take a great big breath. Big sigh out. 1 more big inhale. Set the foot down, set the other one. Lower everything. Find a great big stretch all the way from your hips through your side body, out those fingertips. Walk your feet in, reach the hands up, shoulders down the back, tone that stomach. Big full inhale. Exhale, curl, lift up. Now again, we're going to repeat that same thing, but we can keep 1 foot on the floor if you did one and not the other, or bring both in. Squeeze those inner thighs towards one another. Tone that spot where your thigh and your glute connect so we can keep our hamstrings activated. And let's inhale, lift, exhale, down. Inhale, lift, exhale, down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it right here. Take a great big breath. Big sigh out. Curl up just a hint higher. Again, it's like someone chopped you at your sternum, forced you to curl up, looking up and over the knees, not down at your thighs. Take a great big inhale. And then from here, can we extend our right leg, pull the left, keep the left in place or bring it up if we need to, and go ahead and go back and forth. Nice and slow. Smooth and steady. For 5. Keep reaching those toes away just like we were doing earlier on our hands and our knees. 2 more sets. Last set. Take those feet out, pull them in, take a great big breath. Lower down, lower everything to the earth. Reach those fingertips out and away. Take a little windshield wiper side to side if you'd like. And then our very last thing, you know what's coming, I bet. We've been doing it all throughout class. We have a couple of options. We can curl up and hold just like we have before, but you could also bring your hands behind your head for this entire set too, and that would be a wonderful option if our neck is feeling a little bit tired. Float one foot up and keep it there. Now, your opposite leg can remain in place, or it can come up as well. We are going to send our right foot out and stay. Hands can stay here, or bring them behind the head to support, but either way, guess what? Tiny circles. 5, the slow ones. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Pull it in. Bring that leg in, either let one foot rise up if you had it down, or set it back down. You know what I'm saying. One foot can be up and down if we did that on the other side, but reach your opposite foot out and away. Send those fingertips forward, curl up a little bit more, and little circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Reverse. 5, pause. 4, exhale. 3, 2, last 1. Big inhale, pull both legs in, give yourself a tiny little squeeze, set everything down, lower it to the ground, and then one more time, pull your knees into your chest, give yourself a great big hug, a great big squeeze, and let's rock and roll all the way up to a great big tall seat. Now, go ahead, sit up tall and straight on your mat. Pull that belly button up and in. Reach your head a little higher. Inhale, take your hands up, hands behind the head, elbows open wide, and ever so lightly tuck your chin to your chest. I want you to think of actively pressing your hands into your head and then actively pressing your head back into your hands just so we can open up that cervical spine a little bit more. Take a full inhale. Exhale, drop your right elbow, lifting your left. Did your left hip rise up? Press down so you can find all that beautiful length through that side of your body. Take a big inhale. Exhale, curl in, roll yourself up. Same thing, a light tuck of the chin to the chest. Lift that head up higher. Find that space through each vertebrae. Take a big inhale. And a big stretch on over. Another full breath in. And roll yourself all the way up. Release, give yourself a little roll, a little wiggle, and a great big pat on the back. Thank you so much for joining me in class today. I certainly hope you had fun and that we are feeling that in the back of our body. Give me a like, send me a comment, and certainly subscribe to the channel so you can see all of the new videos as they come out. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you soon.